Hear all of our previously aired broadcasts of News for the Soul online at newsforthesoul.com. Now let's get back to the show.
Next up, one of our newer shows, Seekers of Grace. I love that title. With Mara. Let's bring Mara on to reintroduce herself, her show, and her guest, and what's up for today. Mara, welcome back.
Thank you, Nicole. Welcome, Seekers of Grace. Today, I am grateful to be joined by Lai Durve, who is a dear friend of mine and also a fellow VortexHealing classmate. Lai has touched the lives of many through her multidisciplinary approach to healing and her 16 years of career in the healing world. Today, Lai will be giving mini angel readings. So if you want to get your own reading, give us a call. Our listeners' lines are open. Just a reminder, those readings are not future predictions. So if you are looking to know whether you'll get your divorce settlement, probably that's not the right reading for you. So those are like higher guidance messages from the angels. From all the way to India, welcome, Lai. It's wonderful to have you on the show. To start, I would like to ask you if you could share a little bit of your journey and how did you become a professional healer?
Thank you so much, Mara, for having me on your show. And namaskar to all the listeners from India. It's truly a joy to be here and to share a glimpse of my journey with you, Mara, and all the listeners. I feel incredibly blessed. My introduction to the world of healing began very early. My mother, my late mother, Dr. Shamal Durve, was India's first Reiki Master, and she initiated me into the Reiki system when I was just 5 years old. That early experience with energy healing planted the first seed on my spiritual path. At the age of 7, I met my guru, Sri Ravi Shankarji, and it's beautiful to speak about it today because we celebrate Guru Purnima today, that is actually a full moon, which is dedicated to a guru, but like my guru says, it's actually a devotee's day. So I'm blessed to be speaking today. Well, I met him at the age of 7, and that meeting was life-changing for me. It marked the beginning of my journey as a playful devotee. And yes, my life and my work continued with his blessings and grace. And my father was a very curious and open-minded man. He exposed me to powerful spiritual literature. Thanks to him, I discovered teachings of Osho and Louise Hay when I was a teenager. So the wisdom that helped me to explore the mind, body, and emotional healing in a very intuitive way. Well, after completing my formal education, one of my mother's student, Reiki student, whom I used to call Dr. Uncle, I remember him very fondly even today. He suggested that I explore past life regression. And that's when I met my first teachers, Dr. Newton and Dr. Lakshmi, who are known for their work in India. So under their guidance, my journey as a therapist began. And yes, I began teaching and even practicing past life regression since then. So yeah, it's been 16 years and I continue my journey till today.
Wow, what a special upbringing you had. It's very interesting. I love it. I know you as laiisorcerer, which is a unique and intriguing title. I absolutely love it. When I saw your name on the Zoom during VortexHealing classes, I knew I wanted to be your friend. So I wonder if you could explain what that means to you and how it reflects in your practice.
Yes, I would love to do that. Well, Lai Sorcerer, this name was actually a suggestion by my very close numerologist friend. At first, I only connected to the word sorcerer or sorceress with reference to our fantasy books like Harry Potter. But to me, Lai Sorcerer is about the inner magic every human carries. I believe every person is spiritual, intuitive, and capable of transformation. So, in Lai Sorcerer, all I do is I hold space for people to uncover that truth, to feel safe, and to reconnect with their own power, their own wisdom, and their own inner voice. Through different modalities, I teach and facilitate. Vision of Lai Sorcerer is actually very simple. There is nothing like becoming something new. It's all about coming back to who you are. So that's Lai Sorcerer.
Beautiful. We are magic. So that's a very good reminder. Thank you, Lai. Energy healing encompasses a wide range of modalities, and I know you work with a few modalities within your practice. Could you tell us what are the primary energy healing techniques you utilize in your practice?
Primarily, it is VortexHealing, family constellation, inner child healing, and my favorite, angels, and working with other higher light beings of light.
Fantastic. So you just mentioned family constellations, which is something I've always been interested, but I don't really know much about it. To be honest, I don't know anything about it. And in that context, I have heard the word inner child come up many times when people were talking about it, but I don't really know what the view of this inner child is within the context of family constellation. So I wonder if you could just elaborate a bit on what family constellation is, how it works, what are the benefits, just anything that you would like to share for people like me that don't know anything about it at all.
Yeah, I would love to do that. I'll first explain about inner child work. Inner child work is about gently reconnecting with your inner version of ourselves, the part which still holds emotions, wounds, or unmet needs. It helps us to understand why we react the way we do and offers us a chance to bring healing, safety, and compassion to those forgotten parts. So, when we heal our inner child, we unlock more joy, confidence, and emotional freedom in our adult life. It's actually like being a wise parent to the child within us. So, family constellation is actually a higher inner child module. And since I practice both, it was super interesting for me to go ahead with family constellation as inner child came much before in my life than family constellation. So, family constellation is deeply healing, a therapeutic process that helps uncover hidden dynamics, traumas, and emotional entanglements within a family or ancestral system. That makes it higher inner child module because here we also tap ancestral system. So the pioneer who began this work, Bert Hellinger, I follow the same process. This method reveals how the unresolved issues of previous generations can influence our present lives, often unconsciously shaping our relationship healing, success, and emotional well being. In family constellation, we use two lovely terms: hidden loyalties and blind love. Everything in our life, generally, we are doing is out of hidden loyalty towards someone or blind love. Well, most of the times we are not aware of it, or rather, we are never aware of our own hidden loyalties and blind love. So, in short, it's actually like living someone else's life out of blind love with absolute no awareness. Through a gentle experiential process, we set up a constellation to see where these patterns come from. Once they are acknowledged, accepted, honored, we use certain healing sentences to release them and again come back to who you are, which is also the vision of laiisorcerer. We don't go into blame games or revisiting past pain. It's just about honoring what was so that we give freedom to ourselves to come back to who we are, restoring balance, order, and belonging in our system. It's the powerful journey of coming back. So that's family constellation and inner child work.
Wow, while you were speaking, I was just sort of like reflecting on some dynamics, and I think that's definitely something in there for me to look further, and I think I will definitely benefit from this modality. So perhaps I'll book a session with you at some point. I wonder if you are happy to share how family constellation impacted your life.
Yes, I would love to do that. Family constellation entered my life exactly 10 years back. So it's been a decade. And yes, it has been a turning point in my life, even as a student. When I began my teacher's training, I was a student. I was dealing with a serious spine condition caused by nerve compression. During one of the sessions, while the practice used to go on, my facilitator, my teacher, picked me up and guided me into a constellation where I discovered how I was unconsciously carrying guilt of losing my unacknowledged aunts and uncles. So they are my father's brothers and sisters who died either during childbirth or did not live longer. I have just heard stories of it. I didn't have much information. But when the constellation was actually done, I realized I was living someone else's life story. And that life story was my unacknowledged aunt and uncles instead of living my own life. So that moment of awareness brought a deep release. I realized that it's not my duty to guilty because they did not live longer. So I could release myself, acknowledge them. There's a term called as giving them their due place. Yes. By acknowledging, I gave them their due place with all the honor as my ancestors. And then there was a miracle. Within 2 months, I met the right doctor, got the right diagnosis. And yes, I had to go through a spine surgery, but it was absolutely smooth. And since then, I have never looked back. That healing showed me how deeply our emotional and ancestral ties impact our physical body and how freedom begins with awareness. So, and you know, Mara, how I'm living my life today.
Yes, thanks for that. First of all, like I think it's really interesting how divinity tends to let physical condition flare up right before you are about to enter like a healing or some sort of spiritual workshop. So you have a chance to actually work on the root cause and how that is the right time for it. I feel like, in our behavior and our psyche and how we interact with people, eventually, of course, it all goes down to mom and dad and the dynamics we had with them. But also it goes much deeper than that. And we carry so much ancestral trauma that's been passed generation after generation, and we are not even aware of it. And you are aware of it just once you release it, you let go of the burden that wasn't yours to begin with. So yeah, fantastic. We are VortexHealing bodies, and I wonder if you can share how specifically VortexHealing became a catalyst for your spiritual progression. So how it shaped your own personal life and your perception of life. So what it brought into your life?
Vortex healing entered my life at a time when I was searching for something deeper. There was something within me which was telling me that there is something more. There's something more to come. My inner voice kept nudging me, saying there's still more to discover, and that's how Vortex happened to me. As an individual, Vortex healing became a very powerful catalyst. It helped me to let go of many things I was unconsciously holding on to. Despite being a teacher for more than a decade, when Vortex entered my life, I realized I was still carrying, or I would say I was trying to control several parts of my life. Vortex gave me the awareness and a direct experience of surrender. It taught me how to truly let the divine take over and flow. And to my surprise, yes, I could flow, and yes, I could surrender as well. And I'm sure, Mara, even you have similar experience with Vortex.
Yes. So it's really beautiful to hear that someone else, we got the same thing. It's real.
Yes, it's real. Um, Coming from the tradition of Sanatan Dharma, which is globally known as Hinduism, where we have a lot of our own scriptures, we have Vedas, Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita. At the same time, I have read a lot of philosophy, and I have been a philosophical student as well. So reading is one thing, but Vortex made me experience what I had only understood as information. It was like tasting wisdom, not just learning it. That's when information became embodied knowledge for me. And as a healer, I now offer Vortex healing in a way that blends beautifully with inner child work. In my one on one sessions, which I do maximum, we explore patterns, we reparent the inner child, or rather, I would say I offer that. Of course, it's up to the client what they wish to go ahead with. So we offer them reparenting of the inner child and then use Vortex to help the healing go much deeper beyond the mind into the system. It's a beautiful process that helps people return to who they truly are, free, whole, and connected.
That is really beautiful how you are able to blend those two things together. Because I think while you do this past life regression or family constellation, inner child, people sort of like are aware of it, like it's like talking it through in a way, while because some people don't really have the sensing of what's going on through a sessions. Like some people can really feel stuff coming up and what is being released, but some people are not really aware, so they just sit in there, and vortex healing is just clearing everything. Of course, they will realize, in their day-to-day life, But I think blending together is actually really powerful to integrate the two things together. To me, VortexHealing, it completely changed old beliefs and psychological behavioral patterns I had. As I said, clearing, they just, melted away. Obviously, you have to be willing to sit through the discomfort. It's not you just wave a magic wand and poof, they're gone. But yeah, it just really changed the way I interface life and how I perceive the world, how I perceive, act, and interact with people. It also gave me a very practical understanding and experience of divinity, and also a very intimate and close relationship with divinity, but also how I approach the divine changed. Generally, I feel more open and surrendered into life, as you just mentioned. It's like I have more faith, trust, and like I'm just going through life, just living life rather than fighting against it. And then the more you clear karma, the more things get better. I'm also healthier. And I have seen changes in the people close to me, my family and friends, which got a lot of VortexHealing done because I know these people really well, so I can really see the change. Yeah, with VortexHealing at our level, me and Lai are at the same level of VortexHealing. We did all the classes together. But yeah, at our level, it comes a very deep awakening, and that definitely takes all the work that VortexHealing does to a whole new level. I wonder what VortexHealing brought into your practice, as in which ways it did help you as a healer.
As a healer, my senses are more in tune towards my clients or my students who come to me for whatever issues they are going through. So it has been one of the most amazing tool which has helped me in my journey as a healer, where I can offer more to my clients. So yes, it is really like a magic for me. Of course, Mara, as you mentioned, we do a lot of inner work in this. It's not magic indeed, but it is amazing process as a healer and as an individual. Has helped me tremendously. So yeah.
Yeah, in my practice, I mean, I only work with VortexHealing because for me, that is simply home, and I find everything I need and I'm looking for within this lineage. But as for my practice, I think through my own journey of healing and transformation and awakening, I feel I can understand people better. As you said, it does heighten your senses. And I
Yes.
think because with awakening, especially by taking the separation away, it's like I feel more attuned with human condition, and I can strip off everything else. Obviously, every client is different, and you work with each of them individually. It's not like I'm not having any empathy and I just see all the same. But it's like there is some sort of space where there is no judgment, as my own projection of the story embedded into it, it's removed. Like I can see like the bigger picture, as I can see, one issue, it's not different than the other. I understand when clients come in, it can feel very intimate and vulnerable to come there and just basically lay your issues in front of a stranger. to me, it's all the same thing. It's just separateness. So anger is not different from sadness or whatever. So it's like, in a way, it opened compassion up even more, rather than just, being empathetic and, understanding their story, being sorry or whatever. It's like compassion. It comes from a place of freedom more than rather just, like understanding their pain and their problems. And I understand their pain and their problems is real. But yeah, it's like I can see the bigger picture. That sounds completely a bit, but yeah, I hope I made sense. It did change my own practice, as well as my own spiritual practice, as I mentioned, the way I approach divinity. To give you an example, it also changed the way I pray. I don't know if you remember that phrase of Rick. This is one of Rick's quotes that he said about praying, because someone asked him, should we pray? Is there a way to pray? And he said, you should pray removing the prayee. So actually, that was life-changing for me. And yeah, it takes prayer to a whole new level. Guys, I would really recommend you trying that.
Mara, I just wanted to let you know we had a couple calls hanging on. Here we go. 440. Oh, you're live. Oh, God, what's happening? Yeah. Sorry, we had something weird happening. Stand by.
Hello?
Okay. We're having a little tech issue. Carry on. I'll let you know when.
Okay, cool. So while we wait to see if we can take the calls from our listeners, Lai, as you mentioned, you have a very deep connection with the angels, and you also said you work with angel therapy, which is something I'm really keen to discuss. But before we get into that, I know you have developed your very own angel deck. Is that the same deck you will be using today to give live readings?
Yes, I have developed, or rather, angels have developed through me. That's the right way of putting it.
Mhm.
There are two decks. The first one is Eternal Angel card deck. It's going to be 10 years now, so it's not in circulation anymore. But yes, it's my first baby, so it's very close to my heart. And yes, I'm going to use that today. And I shall also be using my second deck, Love Heals. This deck was developed as a Vortex student, and Mara, you know a lot of stories about this deck. So yes, I'm going to use Eternal Angel card deck and Love Heals both. They both have different energies, so I'm going to combine both the decks and do readings for our lovely listeners today.
Wonderful. So, as you have understood, I really love the angels. Who doesn't? I mean, if you meet someone that doesn't love the angels, oh, angels are not cool, don't trust them. But I am always interested to know in which ways people work with those amazing beings of divine light. So I wonder if you could explain a little bit about angel therapy, how it works, for instance, or what a typical session is like.
Yes. Before I get into how angel therapy works, I would love to acknowledge my teacher over here who helped me with this work. I met her in 2010 or 11, I think 2011. And it's my honor to take her name today, being Guru Purnima. That's Sunita Singhat. She's also first Indian teacher who was trained by Dory at that time. So,
Sorry, I think I have cleared the problem. 440, are you there now?
Yes, yes. Hi.
Welcome to the show 440. This is Mara,
Yes.
and I think Lai is taking questions or just a general guidance. Is there like a specific question you want guidance on, or do you just want an open message from the angels?
From a specific concern. I've just relocated and I'm based here for right now in Phoenix, Arizona. And I may want to get more into my, what do you see as way of freelancing work, getting some remote work using my computer. And of course, I want to get started with Rover to generate some money and some other opportunities, speaking opportunities, speaking at, so for a beginner speaker associations and gaining more experience and just really for just better opportunities, relationships and, business, friends, I guess dating, money. And of course, yes, I want to start really building multiple income sources. Thank you.
Thank you. So why don't we start first with the guidance about your new place and about your career, for instance. But Lai, I will pass the mic to you now. It's your readings.
Yes, so I'm doing the reading and I missed something in between.
So it's a guidance. She just moved to Arizona and she would like some guidance about doing remote work. What will be the best course of action for her? And then just a general guidance about love and relationships, meeting new friends, because she just moved to a new place.
All right.
And, building, yes, and building up different financial income sources.
All right. We'll go one by one. So first, let me see the remote work and the career. Okay, so for remote work, the guidance by angels to you is there is some kind of clearing that you do. Maybe it's something about a belief system or some kind of thought process that I cannot do it or something like that. Some kind of self-sabotaging belief it is that you will need to work. And you will need a lot of patience when it comes to career. It's not going to kickstart immediately. But it's not a no, but it's going to take time. I hope that helps.
Yes, so work a bit more on clearing your belief systems. I think that's the guidance. And do you have any guidance for relationships and love?
Yes, I'm going there. For relationships in general, it right now actually, even for love and relationships, angels are asking you to focus more on yourself and in simple way, if you can take care of yourself, love yourself more and love for yourself, it will automatically help you to get like-minded friends and hopefully soon as well. But right now, take care of yourself. I think that is more important.
Thank you. I hope that helped. Do we have another caller on the line?
Thanks for calling in. Keep in touch. Let us know how it goes. And yes, we do. Let's go to, we got a couple.
Thank you.
Let's go to 604. 604. What's your first name? Where are you calling in from?
Yes, hi. My name is Gurjeet, and I'm calling in here from Surrey, British Columbia.
Hi,
And I
Gurjeet.
do have a question. Hi.
Hello, thank you so much. Please ask along.
So the question I have is, I am currently facing a investigation issue, which is, I would like to know about the result of it. Will it be in my favor, or what do you see happening?
All right, Puljit, let me check. Well, I don't see it coming in your favor immediately. There is something connected to the father energy, or somebody like a father to you. Something needs to be sorted. After that, the verdict would be in your favor. That is what angels are showing me right now in the cards.
And thank you for that. And how do I sort out this father energy issue?
Maybe you can contact Mara for a session, because it's actually a self-help card. So some kind of clearing needs to be done on energy level. So the best way is meet a healer or a therapist to get this done.
I myself do a lot of energy healing. So if I get a little guidance, I can clear myself too.
Okay,
maybe that's for you to go into meditation and see what's coming
in
up.
Meditation, but nothing has come up so far, and that's why the question. I was really concerned about it, so I thought I would ask.
Okay. I don't know, Lai, is there any guidances in there, or should we move on to the next caller?
Well, the guidance is that see that is there anything between you and the father energy, or somebody like father to you? Is there any kind of entanglement that needs to be healed? That's all I can say right now through cards.
Okay, and once that's healed, then the result will be positive. That's what you're saying, right?
Yes, correct. Yes.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling. Pleasure to have you in here. Stay in contact.
Keep in touch. Let us know how you're going. Let's go next to area code 512. 512, what's your first name and where are you calling in from?
Oh, hi, Nicole. It's a very person fan and I'm calling from Colorado. Hi, ladies. Very good reading. I heard y'all. Thank you for taking my call and being here with Nicole. I have a question. I want to see the job that I had about a week ago. If ladies, if y'all can please see if I will be going, if I'm gonna go back to it. Maybe let's say, I don't know, later this month or next month. Do you see me going back to that job? Do you see the manager reaching out to me? Right now, it's slowed down, so I had to wait. But it's really important. I'd like to know if you have an answer. Thank you.
Okay, let's see perhaps what the energy will be if you were to go back to that job. Lai?
Yes, I'm just shuffling.
Oh, nice. Starts with the letter B as a boy, the job. I have a friend that works there, so hopefully that he's able to pull me back in.
Well, there is some kind of confrontation in that job that needs to be done for you to go back over there. I hope that makes some sense.
Yes, you're right, ma'am. Thank you, for lady. Yes. And so, like you said, energy work. Yes, we'll be doing that. At the final result, do you see me after this? Because it just happened. So maybe it's too early. Are you able to see ahead, like in a month or two, please? Can we go ahead, forward?
You can. Post the confrontation, you can go ahead with it.
Okay, so the job will go through if you face some sort of confrontation within this job, maybe a boss or a colleague, perhaps?
Yes,
Oh
yes,
yeah,
yes, yes.
Thank
yes.
you. Oh,
I believe. Sorry, before you go, ladies, you're so right. I believe that person was no longer going to be working there in a month. So yes, you got it right, and it's a pleasure speaking with y'all.
nice. You're
You
back
got it
then.
right.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for calling in. Let us know what's going on.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Nicole.
Okay. Thanks for calling in, Melissa. Keep in touch. Another satisfied customer. There you go. Gonna hop over to the email questions so I don't completely neglect those.
Thank you.
We have Natalie in Alberta who wants to know what's blocking her from finding a better income stability.
Okay, let me check. A lot of impatience, and she's losing hope. That is actually coming in between unstable finances. Actually, there is nothing huge coming her way. He needs to be more hopeful and, yeah, just hopeful, actually. Actually, no blockage at all. I hope that helps.
Thank you. So she's her only blockage, basically.
Yeah.
Any suggestions on what
Wonderful.
she can do?
Well, just trust that things will be taken care and just flow instead of thinking too much. Probably she's thinking too much, and there's a lot of worry energy, which is not required.
So the universe will always take care of you, Natalie.
Yes.
Hope that help. Do we have any more questions or callers?
We do have a couple. I just wanted to kind of dig deep into this a little bit because this I've seen a lot lately. People getting sucked down into worry and stress and lack, and it's seems to be a bit of a resurgence. Even people that have been doing this work a long time. So, can you maybe give them practical steps that they can take daily to kind of stay out of that?
Yes, I would love to do that. One of the best ways is if they can meditate, and meditate is not concentration. Uh, just for a couple of minutes, 2 or 5 minutes, if just sitting with your spine straight and just being with the breath, and thoughts will come and go, and that's okay. The mind is meant to think, so just observe and return to your breath gently and just be with your breath. That helps with calming down. That's one. So basically practicing stillness and meditation. Breath work, if possible. Breath work is often combined with yoga. So there are a lot of online classes and a lot of YouTube videos. So breath work helps immediately to get your stress down, and traditional yoga practices as well. So combination of meditation, breath work, and yoga that can be practiced. It helps wonders.
What you said, Lai, made me think about a quote that Amma said, and she said, surrendering and being at the present moment are one and the same. And I think it's really easy to get caught up in whatever your mind is telling you. We just need to remember that it's not true. We are not our minds. It's like a tool. It's a wonderful tool to have, but just don't think you are your mind. It's like you are holding a hammer. A hammer is a fantastic tool if you want to fix your wall. Just don't end up thinking you are the hammer.
Yeah.
I'll just let you guys know we've got 5 minutes to the top. So this is usually when we shifted into wrapping up and shameless self-promotion and all that fun stuff.
Thank you so much. There is one question, Lai, that I really want to ask you, and that is, how do you sense angels? How do you recognize the presence of an angel?
Well, it's not just me, but everybody can sense and recognize presence of angels. So it can be a gut feeling, intuition. Certain people, or I specifically, can see them, hear them, sense them, and sensing them actually is something which is my primary way of understanding angels are around me. In India, we often say that when we are overwhelmed, we find comfort by simply resting in our mother's lap. So it's actually, angel's presence is actually like that. It's reassuring feeling that everything is going to be taken care. So it's a very lovable presence of angels. So that's how I perceive them.
And yeah, that's helpful to me because, well, I can't see them. That would be awesome. But my sense of them is when it's an angel, it's like I cannot be mistaken in a way that they have a very distinctive energy about them. It's like extraordinarily powerful, but uncorruptible, pure, divine, almighty light, but it's constructed. So it's like there is structure to it. It sort of feels like a white, goldish, powerful, uncorruptible light. I hope that helped someone. So I think we have to wrap this up. So thank you so much for sharing your wisdom and insights with us today, Lai. It's been truly enlightening. Seekers of Grace is live every second Thursday of the month at noon Pacific. Until then, stay cool and remember you are love and you are compassion. Be well and be love.
Hear all of our previously aired broadcasts of News for the Soul online at newsforthesoul.com. Now let's get back to the show.